everyone, and welcome to my Stampin' Studio. I'm Tina Rappy. The card I want to share with you today, I was inspired by how the weather is changing here in Wisconsin. It's feeling very fallish. So I wanted to do a fall card. I also wanted to keep it on the masculine side because I think a lot of people struggle with masculine type cards. I also wanted it to be super easy. I'm doing a number of things virtually now, and so sometimes I want to offer things that not much stamping is required. So let me show you the card. This is it. And so let's head on over to the Stampin' Table and we'll get started and I'll show you how to make it. Okay, so here is the card that we're going to be making today. And actually the only stamping that is done on this is the sentiment. All of this is from designer paper. So let's go ahead and get started and I'll show you how I made this. So first of all, I have a piece of very vanilla cardstock. And I have run this through the Tasteful Textiles embossing folder with the new Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. And this is so nice. It folds up and takes up hardly any room at all. It's super portable and it works like a charm. So I have already done the embossing on this piece already. This then is going to get attached to a card base Cajun Craze. You will find all the measurements for this card on my blog, and that is stampinstudio.com, as well as the products used. So if you choose to recreate this card, or you like some of the products rather, you can get those ordered. So there is the simple card base, and then I used some of the designer paper from the Gilded Autumn specialty paper. So there are all kinds of beautiful prints in here. We've got stripes. The reverse side of each one has some metallics to it. Let's flip over like this. So I have been using this paper like crazy. So I created a little banner. And so I just cut this out with a banner triple punch. And this is going to get mounted on the card. Right there. Next, I used the Stitched Shapes dies, and I used the largest circle, second to the largest circle, and cut this out of Cajun Craze. This is going to get mounted with a few dimensionals on the back, just to pop it up and add some visual interest. I snagged my thumbnail yesterday, and so I had to cut it off super short. So trying to pick those off is not very easy. Okay, so we've got that. Here comes the stamping. So I have a piece of very vanilla, and I use the 2-inch circle punch, and then I'm going to use some early espresso ink. And then I wanted this to be a birthday card, so I just pulled out the Peaceful Moments stamp set, which is a great stamp set because it's got so many different sentiments for different occasions. And I just picked out the happy birthday there. So we're going to ink this up, and I'm going to stamp this up near-ish the top of the circle, like that. This card is really nice because, you know, if you have any stamps at all, you can find a birthday stamp in your collection, or even if you want this to be a thank you card, you know, just a small little sentiment, and that'll work perfectly. And then this is going to get centered on it. And then next, I have, this is from that same designer paper packet. Okay, and there are acorns and leaves and everything else. And then, where did I just put them? There they are. Hang on. These 3 little punches, which are part of this suite. And this suite is, I just had my catalog here. I'm not sure. Oh, goodness sakes. Right in front of my face. So let me just find the name of it because I can't remember the name of the punches offhand. But then I can also show you the suite. So Autumn Punch Pack. So it has the acorn and the 2 different leaves. I know this is a maple leaf. I'm not a leaf. Maybe it's an oak leaf. I don't know. Anyway, it coordinates not only with the paper, but it coordinates with the beautiful autumn stamp set. And in the same suite, here's the gorgeous paper. There are ribbons, there are brush metallics, little acorn trinkets that can go on. So it's a beautiful suite. But I wanted to keep this card nice and simple. So by using the punch and putting it up in here, I have punched out one of each of the images there. All right. And then next, we are going to put dimensionals on the backs of these. So I'm just going to pull these off as we go. The acorn will hold a full-size dimensional that is now stuck on my finger. There we go. And for the other ones, I'm going to use some of the pieces here along the side. Okay. This paper is so pretty. It's really hard for me to cut this side up because I love it, but I mean, this side is wonderful. So actually, I'm on my 3rd pack of the paper already because it's just so pretty. Okay, so now we have our dimensionals on there. And what I want to do is I want to put the 2 leaves down first. And I just want it to hang over the circle just a tiny bit. And then here's the other one. I think it just adds a little bit of interest by it hanging over a bit. And look where the acorn ended up. And this will go right here. Okay, so with that, we've got some good dimension to this. We've got texture in this, and then we also want a little embellishment. So I have some of the metallic pearls. They come in silver and gold. And so here, I am just lifting these off, and I'm going to put 3 of them along the bottom. Bing, bing, bing. There you go. Nice and simple. And again, you could stamp sympathy in here. You could do thinking of you or whatever. But I also thought this makes a nice masculine card. And I know sometimes we struggle with masculine cards. So yeah, I think it's a really good one. So again, if there are any of the products that you want or need or want to just do some shopping, head on over to my blog. You can get the directions, the measurements and the product list there, and that's stampinstudio.com. So thanks for taking a little time out of your day to spend with me in my Stampin' Studio. And until we meet again, enjoy life, stamp something, and eat chocolate. Bye-bye.